to your right. And just stay low through the upper body. Walk as far as you can. You'll end up somewhere off of your mat, right, with your fingertips. Now, even though you're reaching through your fingertips, it's almost like your fingertips are trying to get away. You're pulling back and down with your hips and just breathing into the left side of your body. So into the left ribs, opening up your lats and all those little sticky spots between each rib. And then you walk your hands through center all the way over to your left, and crawling your fingers somewhere off of your mat, just depending on how much flexibility you have on this side. And then pulling back your hips. We'll just take about 5 breaths here, stretching into our side body. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. Come up to all fours. We'll just take 3 rounds of cat-cow here. So walking knees underneath your hips. Inhaling, arching through your spine. Exhale as you round in. And then just do the next 2 on your own timing. Just finding your breath, finding your flow. So working out any little chunky bits or like stuck bits in the spine. And then next time you find a flat back, you're gonna circle your hips out to the right and then back toward your heels and then back out to the left and then forward. And we'll do like 3 slow circles this way. You might get to like a little spot on one side and you're like, ooh, that's really sticky and I need to stay there for an extra breath. That's totally fine, right? You just take your time, find any little spots that need getting into. And then we'll switch sides. I'm going to start by taking your hips to the left and then back and then to the right. And making the circles as big or as small as they need to be to get into those little spots. If you have a little sticky area on the side of the hip, that's usually where I will feel like one IT band might be a little bit tighter or one, side rib area might feel a little tighter. Just taking a moment in any little spot that you need to. And bring it back to the center. And then downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, lift your hips all the way up and back. We're going to make a hybrid dog. It's going to be a cross between a wide leg forward fold and a downward dog. So you'll take your feet all the way onto the floor off of your mat, unless you have something going on with your floor where you're like, I don't want my feet on the floor. But if it's possible, feet on the floor, and you'll just press your thighs back, lift your hips up and back. Feel the hip creases deepening here. I like to imagine that someone has a hold of me at the hip creases and they're just pulling up and back. So you feel like a sense of tractioning through your spine, and you feel the sides of your waist lengthen out. Maybe you're able to get your heels down, if that's a possibility, maybe with the toes. And then last breath here. You'll step your feet back to hips distance. And then reach your right leg up and back. Open up through your right hip, bend your right knee, spread your toes. And then squaring off through your right hip, step your right foot forward, low lunge, setting your right knee down. And then interlace your hands, place them on your right thigh, press your front thigh away from you, lift up through your frontal hip points as you take your tailbone down. And then if you push into the top, if you have the top of your foot down like Rachel or Jamie does over here, that's fine. If you want to have the ball of your back foot down, that's also fine. But you're going to push down into whatever is making connection with the mat, and you'll feel even a deeper stretch on the front of your left hip. Take one more big inhale, and then exhale, bring your hands down around your right foot. And then leave your right hand on the pinky toe side of your right foot. And you're just gonna sweep your left arm over your left ear on a diagonal, like you're reaching for the left corner of the room. Yeah. Or I guess in our case, it's the right corner of the room. It's confusing. Right corner of the room, I think is the right answer. Sorry about that. But you'll squeeze your right hip in. And hopefully you're feeling this through your side body and a little bit in your hip flexor and your psoas on the left side. We'll take one more big inhale. Exhale, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. You're going to bend your right knee so that the right knee is directly over your right ankle. And then keeping your right knee right where it's at. Don't let it collapse inward. You're going to walk your hands over to the left. So again, it's kind of like, I think they call this twisted lizard or something. Yeah. And if you start to feel this in your knee too much, and you're like, ugh, like if you can't prevent the knee from going in, then you just can always back off a little bit, right? Take one more breath, and then walking your hands back to the center. We'll step back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Open up through your left hip, bend your left knee, stretch your toes. And then squaring off through your left hip, step your left foot forward, low lunge. Setting your right knee down, interlacing your fingers, place them on your left thigh, and then press your front thigh away from you, lifting up from your low belly. Find the connection to your core. And you'll find that when you engage your core and take your tailbone down, you'll actually get even deeper stretch on the front of your right hip. Remembering to keep the right foot pressing as well. Take one more breath here. And then you release your hands down around your left foot. You'll leave your left hand on the pinky toe side of your left foot and then sweep your right arm over your right ear on a diagonal. Yeah, and then you should feel this one on your right side. So kind of opening up your side ribs, a little bit of hip flexor, psoas. And then bring both hands to the inside of your left knee, or left foot, sorry. You're going to bend your left knee so it's directly over your left ankle. Squeezing your left hip back and in, and then keep your left knee there as you walk your hands over to the right. Making sure that that knee stays stacked and that you're not letting it collapse, or if you have something in your knee, going on with your knee, you might have to back it off a little. Last 3 deep breaths here. And then walking your hands back to the center. You're going to plant your palms, take it all the way back, downward facing dog. Good. And then inhale, reach your right leg up and back, opening up through your right hip, bend your right knee. This time 3 big circles with your right knee, like you're drawing a beach ball with your right knee. Yeah, it's like big beach ball side circles. And then you'll go back the other direction. Good. And then you'll square off through your right hip as you inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward, low lunge. Left knee comes down. We'll add our arms up, inhaling. And then exhale, twist. Hands to your heart. Hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, revolve. I love twists. They feel so good on my low back and my outer hip. It's one of my favorite things. And then you'll release your hands down around your right foot, half Hanuman. You'll pull back, dig your right heel into the mat, spread your toes. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen. And your fold might not go that deep. It's all good. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. And then inhale as you shift forward. You're going to flex your right foot and turn your right foot on its side, allowing your right knee and right hip to open out over to the right. Allow your hips to move down and forward towards the front of the room. Good, and that might be totally plenty, and you can take yourself down on your elbows here. If you want, you can also take your right hand back, grab your back foot, pull it in. Lots of options. This is another one where if you have anything going on in your knee, you might have to, back it off a little bit. You can just keep the regular lunge with your hands on the inside of the foot. Just always checking in, making sure that your body is happy. And then you'll slowly release, bringing your right foot back down. You'll step back to a downward facing dog. And then you'll reach your left leg up and back, open up to your left hip, bend your left knee, and then take some big circles here. Big beach ball size circles. And then you'll circle back the other direction. Good. And inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot forward. Set your right knee down. Inhale as you reach your arms up. Exhale, twist. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, revolve. Pushing your left palm into your right palm. Lengthening on your inhales. Twisting on your exhales. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, release your hands down around your left foot. Pull back, half Hanuman. Dig your left heel into the mat. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale as you shift forward. Flex your left foot. Turn your left foot on its side. And then let your left knee drop over to your left. Let your hips move down towards the mat and forward to the front of the mat. And then you'll just either hold on your hands or on your forearms. If you grab your back foot with your right hand, now you're going to reach back with the left hand and grab your right foot. Just making sure that you take whatever variations you took on your first side on this side as well. And then slowly release. Turn your left toes forward, and you'll come back to a downward facing dog. And then child's pose. Bend your knees to the mat. Sink your hips back onto your heels. So if you're at home and you have time for a Shavasana, definitely take one. If you don't, just want to leave you here. Namaste, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Thank you.